Hi again, everybody, and welcome to the 2021 Heart of America Athletic Conference Men's Soccer Media Day. I'm Nick Vasos, the voice of the Kansas City Comets and the Major Arena Soccer League. I am also an anchor at Fox 4 in Kansas City. Right now, we are delighted to be joined by William Penn's men's head soccer coach, Mr. Simon Brown. Coach, welcome in. Good to see you. How are you today?
Thank you. I appreciate it, Nick. Yeah, it's a beautiful day here in Oskaloosa, Iowa. So I appreciate you having us on for the call.
Coach, I can't wait to chat about Oskaloosa a little bit later on. But first, I want to get your take on as you head into year number 3 as the head coach of the Statesmen. You guys are coming off a trip to the national tournament last year, and I'm wondering what you guys may take from last year and apply it to this year in terms of your success from last year and maybe off to a good start this year. What do you think?
Yeah, obviously a super unique situation because last year was a 9-month season. You know, we went from August all the way through till the end of April. Ended in the national tournament. We got lucky. We were one of the last teams in winning that large bid. So hopefully we don't have to rely on anybody else this year to do us any favors to get us in, that we can kind of do it on our own. So it's nerve-wracking that week when you know you've lost your last conference game and you're waiting for coaches to kind of look at your resume and put you in. So yeah, hopefully we can do things on our own this year. So that's the plan.
Boy, tough year last year. What's it been like early on this year? What's it been like training so far this year for your guys?
Yeah, it's good. It's like I said, it's strange because season just ended, you know, a couple of months ago. So it's kind of like we had a season break. So it's the guys back again. So it's we had a lot of returners. The game in their national tournament game. When we lost to Kaiser, everybody on that field was at least a junior. So we didn't have any seniors out there, and everybody on that field has returned. So we got the whole starting team back pretty much. And we just added a couple of new guys in. So hopefully that bit of retention shows to next season. So that's the plan. So hopefully we don't just rest on the fact that we had a little bit of success making the tournament and think that that's okay. So we always want to push and get better and move on to the next level. So yeah.
Yeah, but with so many players coming back for you guys, I would imagine expectations for you and the players are pretty high this year in what is a very tough Heart Conference.
Yeah, it is. And you know, I think the tough thing last year was in 2019 when we went to the national tournament, we had a massive senior class. So we needed to rebuild. So last year, we brought in a lot of junior college kids that could, you know, help us out right away. So they were the juniors and then they're going to be the seniors. So last year we only had 2 kids that were here. So it was kind of a tough sell from me as the coach and then the 2 guys that were here before saying like, this is the way things are. But now we have a whole group of guys that were there last year. You know, they tasted the national tournament and didn't go as planned, but like I said, they had that bit of success and you know, you feel big time when you go to a national tournament and you want to go there and compete, not just to make up the numbers. So I think that's the plan for this season, hopefully.
Yeah, finishing 4th in the Heart, you know, in that position, you can see the top. You can almost reach it. You can almost taste it. What's it going to take for you guys to take that next step there to compete for a conference championship?
You know, we have some unbelievable teams in this conference. You know, every other game, it seems like, is like a national tournament game, the level that we have, you know, from everyone. You know, it's enjoyable and that's why we sell to kids to come here. It's like you're going to get here to come in the best conference, playing against the best teams, playing against the best players, and you get to be one of those teams competing, you know. So just try, you know, do our best against those top teams. You know, it's always tough to knock off those CMUs, Mo Valleys, MNUs, and we just got to be thereabouts in the games. You know, the games are always so close. There's always only one game in it. So just trying to redefine those little things that change games and change moments, because there's nothing between the little middle pack and the guys at the top. Obviously had a lot of success recently, and you know, every game you can't have a day off in this conference at all. So, and that's why we like it. That's why we enjoy this job, and it makes coming to work entertaining every day. And the kids, you know, they strive for that bit of competition.
Wow, yeah, just the margin for error is just so thin here in this conference. And maybe a newcomer or 2 could make a difference for you guys this year. Do you have some newcomers that we should be looking for this year of the season?
Absolutely, yeah. I think one of the things that just looking in the spring, we were super thin at the back. You know, we kind of had those guys, if anyone got hurt or one of the games we got a red card. So like, we had to move people around. We had to move a centre mid back there. So we you know, got some players into the back line. We have a new Italian guy that's helping us out in preseason, Alessandro Bidet. And then we have a couple of other guys filling in at fullback. We still need some help up top, getting some goals. So there's a couple of guys up there that are trying out as well. So again, we have another preseason game on Thursday. You know, it looks great in practice and looks great going against each other, but we need to see ourselves against another team to really see what we got. So like I said, we have a great group of returners and a couple of new guys that are really knocking on the door to get some valuable minutes this year.
How do you guys like to play?
You know, I always describe, I'll answer the question as if you're a recruit, because they ask us that question all the time. You know, we play to win, and we play every game with the intention of going out to win. It's not in my mentality or the way that I am as a coach or a person to sit back and defend and try to ride it out. I want to have a plan to go win every game. So we go out and attack. So that means sometimes we're going to lose a game 4-0 because we've tried something new and we're trying to go win a game. You know, I'm a young coach, and that's the way I'm going to play. And I don't want to change. I don't want to be defensive minded and sit in and just try right out a 1-0 win or scrape a draw. So I like to, like I said, play direct if we have to. But we just, whatever it takes to win is what we're willing to do. That would be a bad answer to your question of how do we like to play. So that's my answer that I say to recruits, and I'll give you here too, because it's the honest answer.
Have you ever met a student athlete who doesn't want to go forward, or at least play forward fast and score goals?
Yeah, we have a couple of them here. I won't say who they are. But it's just trying to change those habits and trying to get individuals to adapt to the team. You know, the team is the most important thing. And that's ultimately what the success of the season is going to be, is always the team. You know, you need individuals, you need difference makers, but we need those players that want to play as fast as we want to play as direct as we want to play, and play with the right intensity and the work rate when we don't have the ball. All those things are, you know, key components of what it's like to play for the William Penn men's soccer team. Let's
talk a little bit about the campus up there, William Penn. Yep. Tell us a little bit about William Penn and the town of Oskaloosa. What for those who may not have come up to see a game, when they come up, what are they going to see?
Yeah, so it's a quaint little town in the middle of Iowa. You know, it's I'm obviously not from here. I'm from Ireland originally, and you know, I think one of the good things about the Midwest in general, and every team in this conference from the Midwest and Iowa itself, is just the friendliest people. You know, you just got really nice people here that will go above and beyond for you. Like ourselves and like all the other teams in conference have a lot of international guys. So they come in and they're a bit hesitant of strange folk. They don't know how to deal with them, but very nice people. And I think that's the most important thing about the campus and the community, is we're all one. You know, we have a great support staff here from the other teams at the university, where we find time to go watch each other games. You know, small campus, 1,100 people, so super intimate, which is great for us, because games, we get about 200-300 kids to games, and they're all athletes as well, coming out and supporting each other. So we try to create a good atmosphere at the games, hopefully make it a little bit intimidating for the opposition, and something that our kids want to come and play in front of every week.
What's your favorite spot in Oskaloosa?
There's a little coffee shop that everyone goes to called Smoky Row. We go there every once in a while. We take recruits there. We go to staff for lunch. So yeah, it's a little franchise coffee shop from Iowa that we like to take our kids, and we go there. Yeah.
Are you a fan of heirloom tomatoes?
It would be the first time I heard of them. Why?
Do you like tomatoes?
I don't mind them. Yeah.
Okay. The reason I asked, I did a little research here before I chatted with you, and coming up on August 31st, maybe you and some of your players could head over to the Tomato Fest, which is going to be happening there. You're going to learn about saving heirloom tomato seeds, maybe growing tomatoes, and also making salsa. Do you like salsa, Coach?
I don't mind salsa, and hopefully the red of the tomatoes is the only thing my team sees this season. No more red cards. So yeah, that's the only thing we want.
By the way, Coach, you got to try an heirloom tomato. They are so delicious. Okay. And you're going to have the Tomato Fest right there on August 31st, 6 to 8 p.m. So maybe it'll be a little bit cooler towards the end of August.
Perfect. Yeah, it's the day before a game as well, so we'll get the kids out there. Something different. We appreciate the heads up.
All right, Coach, last question for you. What's it going to take for you guys to get back to the national tournament this year?
You know, we got to score the goals that we need to score, and we got to come together as a team really quick. Those two things happen, I think we have a great chance. And like we talked about here, the conference is so tough. Every game is a national tournament game. So we like to break the season up into a couple of different parts. So the first part is obviously the non-conference part, those 6 games, and that kind of sets you up for the season. So that's our focus right now, is this little block before we go into a grueling, hard season, as it always is every year.
All right, that is William Penn's men's soccer head coach, Simon Brown. Coach Brown, thank you for your time. We wish you all the best of luck, and thanks for chatting with us today.
Appreciate it, Nick. Thank you.